Georgia Southern Eagles. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Hollywood with the latest on the weather.
Hey guys, the Eagles head coach told me before the game, one thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Back to you.
All right, Ollie. Kennesaw State ready to kick it off and get this game going. Coming out with it, it's Taylor. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Makes the quick grab. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow-developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
Tells the run, wants to pass. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And talking to coaches coming into this week, one of the big priorities, we got to protect our quarterback. Last week in a loss, we gave up 4 sacks. Right here, another sack early in this football game. So far, not protecting their guy. Need to do a better job.
The Eagles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. On the run, it's Bradley. And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
A really good play by this defense. Seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Changing the routes with his receiver. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking downfield, it's Harrison. He's going to go for a big one. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
And that's exactly the response you want now from your defense. Your offense just turns the football over, puts you in a really bad spot. Great job being ready on 1st down. Playing the pass, now forcing a 2nd down. You want to force the field goal here.
Snags it and he's open. A likely touchdown saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. And the Owls have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Timeout called by the Eagles. first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They've got it first and goal from the 7, looking for the first score of this game. He's looking to throw. Rolls right. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Owls. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Eagles offense now ready to start the drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. First play of this drive. Soft spot in the middle. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
Quarterback showing you some resiliency here on this drive. He threw a pick on the opening drive of the game, but he was able to turn the page right away. You can't let that bad play affect you, and they're letting him throw it. They're being aggressive, and he's proving that he can still make good decisions here. He can find the open target and deliver strikes.
They put the brakes on it.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Handoff again. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. He'll set up to throw. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he could even get started. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Gary.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Owls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Drops back. It's Harrison. Firing deep. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, passing complete.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Finds his man on the RPO. And with that, the chain gang will get busy. First down, Kennesaw State. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
He wants to take the top off. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. They'll run it. Looking for a crease. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They give it to him again. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on 3rd down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on 1st, had a nice carry, got it on 2nd. Now he set him up in 3rd and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
Pinned just inside their own 20. They need to convert on 3rd and short. Quarterback keeper. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
We've reached a break. It's Kennesaw State on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Fresh center downs going to the air. Fires to the tight end. First catch of his career, and you see why they believe this freshman tight end can contribute early.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism. He's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Wide receiver going in motion. Hands it off. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Gonna let it fly. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. Ings got off to a good start with a touchdown on the opening drive and then quickly went to Pop with a pick on the second one, and now they'll see if they can find the middle with his third possession. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Just had to get rid of it.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Kennesaw State will try to move the chains on 4th down. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. Now, the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Needs it here on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Booster. 22. On play action. Quickly complete. Knocked down at the 34 after a pickup of 5. It's a 1st down. Great job by this quarterback to beat the blitz, and then the running back made it to the sticks.
Yeah, awesome job. You see a extra guy coming. The running back is not accounted for. Nice job getting it to him and letting him get the 1st down. Great job, great read.
Handoff to the lone back. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the 1st down. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. To give to the back. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the 1st down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you 1st downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
And the Eagles are moving quickly down the field. Drops back on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
They'll need a bunch on second down. The snap sets up to throw. Just gets rid of that one.
We just have not seen this offense. Very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. The second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Dropping back, it's Bryant. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
That is a play the offense absolutely had to have. They're trailing, right? This is a big 3rd down, but what a great job by the QB and his target being on the same page, hooking up for that big-time play. Now they're in the red zone and all the...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. Extra point here will tie the game. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. So that drive covered just 44 yards. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. And the Owls are in the hurry-up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Offense set on 1st down. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the 1st half. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Harrison. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
The Owls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Hits inside, it's Franklin. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
And I know it's not a 1st down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next 3rd down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Left side, it's Gary. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going. Move those chains without a hitch. Well, actually, with a hitch, but you get the point.
I like that. Nicely done. The defense probably should have understood the ball was coming out quick, something like a hitch, a slant, a screen, something fast. They didn't. QB gets it on the mark.
Makes a grab and room to run. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
Got the big tight end on the corner route. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Owls!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Moving the pocket, it's Bryant. Caught. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. Georgia Southern in a hurry. Wants to throw one first. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Fake to the back. Wants to throw it. Moves to his right. Throwing on the run. Makes the catch down the right side. A big play. Gets it into plus territory. And they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
And I would argue that's one of the most difficult things to play as a defense, is those second plays when they start to get outside the pocket. He does a great job buying time. And that, what does he do when he rolls out? It gets his receiver a chance to get down the field more, and then he chucks it downfield for the big completion.
The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. That should be the final play of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with a look at UCLA taking on the Cal Golden Bears. And it's the Bruins trying to win the home opener. They've got the lead midway through the first half. Let's check in now on some of the other action today, as the landscape in this sport truly is ever-changing.
The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Back to pass, it's Harrison. Here comes the heat. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. He'll try to take it back. Finally brought down. The what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there. Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
2nd and long here. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. The run inside. It's Todd. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Flying down the right side. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Scooped it. Scored it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Kennesaw State.
You know, they say sometimes you got to be at the right place at the right time, and that linebacker was. When that ball came free, he saw it immediately, was able to scoop it, show you the speed. He takes it back for a long touchdown.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. From the gun, running back on the move. Can't get him to the ground.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Todd. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down.
This is an offense that really relies on its running game on that 2nd down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get it first.
Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Looking for a gap. It's Bradley. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
Georgia Southern really efficient on offense. He's changing the play. Play action on 1st down. He'll off one deep down the left side. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking, and something's a little bit off, and I like the deep shot down the field. At least it was an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some 1st downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Dropping back, it's Bryant. Oh, pressure's coming. Unloads in the nick of time.
The offense obviously trailing here in the 2nd half. They're going to have to be able to throw the football effectively to come back in this game, but in order for that to happen, they have got to do a better job up front blocking.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Throws to the wideout. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Searching for space. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Kennesaw State will go on the attack, the offense onto the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Pushes ahead for one. It's 2nd and 9. As we check in with Holly.
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Back to you.
Okay, Holly.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw, it's Harrison. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Out wide left, it's Rogers. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move. Kennesaw State coming out with another 1st down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Out wide right, it's Franklin. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Left side, it's Gary. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them. They've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Wants to throw. It's Harrison. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Rush is on. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he's stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Running inside, it's Bradley.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Grab behind the line. It's Dupree. Oh, he's got some space. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air, it's Bryant. Fires left. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. We've reached the break. It's Kennesaw State on top. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza.
Ready? Blue 22, blue 22. Go.
Quick give. It's Bradley. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
Got enough for the first down. All by himself down the middle. All the way. Touchdown, Georgia Southern.
Man, how nice is it to be down, and you need to score points when you can just hand it to your running back, and he can make big plays like that. Jesse, they're going to need more of those to get back in the football game. They've dug themselves a little bit hole, but that was a good start.
Yeah, I think the defense probably kicking themselves, too. I don't know if in this 2-minute type situation, if they were expecting them to run the football, but somehow, some way, you've got to be able to gang tackle this guy and not let him take it to the house from that distance and score points. Moving forward now, the run defense has got to shore up for this defense.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Got room at the 35. Breaks into the open. He's at the 40. Electrifying play, and man, are they set up now at the 32-yard line. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Straight ahead, it's Franklin. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Makes the grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Owls! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And right down the middle. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cover the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass.
31, Georgia Southern, 14.
From deep, it's Taylor. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to...
Snags it, there's running room. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
Whip it out to the back on the screen. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
Got his man. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
You just got to get this guy going in the offense. You got to hand it off to him. You got to throw it to him, too, on all different types of downs. I love it on first down here. Just getting him the ball in the passing game, let him make something happen and set up second and short.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And, man, this defense added again. They've done this so much today. Affected the quarterback, gotten sacks, forced third and long situations. It doesn't matter about the yards on the drive. Now you put them in a very predictable passing situation.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. Looking downfield, it's Harrison. Under pressure. Throws for the tight end. And it's picked off for the third time today. Turning it on. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Eagles. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house. They can build some momentum for some future games.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. Runs ahead and powers its way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can.
Makes the grab in their space. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, it's Franklin. They were all over it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Down he goes.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
Looking to throw, it's Harrison. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. And the Owls go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Here's a quick throw out to the left. There he goes. Got some room headed to the goal line. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. Fielded in the end zone, it's Taylor. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Hits inside, it's Bradley. Hit and stopped right there, not much on that pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. The give. Got the first down. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30.
Booster! Go!
Sells the run, looking to pass. Shoots it to the left. Zips it out to his man. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And this is what's so great about play action. The run fake sucks those linebackers up, and it just creates so much more space for these receivers to operate. Beautiful execution by the offense.
He's taking a deep shot. He makes a grab. Kenn wide cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line.
Ready, go!
The play fake. Unleashes to the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Rush right in his face. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in. I'm playing the pass every time, pinning my ears back and going to get the quarterback.
And they'll come to the line trying to take a slice out of this lead on 3rd and goal. Trying to power it in. He'll be stopped short. Could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal.
And you can feel the frustration from this offense. Like, they've driven the ball all the way down the field, and now just stalling out in the most important moment. They try to run outside, no success, and a big...
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Eagles. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Tells the run, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Looking for room. It's Franklin. Snowed under by the defense. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football, in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game. David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.